section.
Today I'm going to go through the process of printmaking. I'm going to talk about the materials we're going to use, and then how to set up a station with a partner, and then also the procedure for actually doing the printing. The first thing I want to show you is all the materials that we're going to be using. So the first thing that you need is your foam, where you've traced your design onto your foam and it's indented into little lines. Your name should be on the back. Also, for this printing, you should mark an X on the corner that you would like to be always in the center of your print. So that's really important. So your name and an X on the corner. And then we're going to have your paper all ready to go with your name and class code on the back. The next thing you need is a metal printing plate. This is where we're going to be inking, rolling the ink on. You need a roller. This is what we're going to use to roll the ink. And we're going to have a tube of ink, which I will be coming around to put the ink for you. Today we're using black. Also, you're going to need 2 new cover sheets. And we're going to be using one on the side where we're actually rolling the ink and one on the side where we're doing the printing. And that's all your materials. The next thing I want to show you is how you and a partner will get these things and actually set up your station so that you can do your printing. On the left side, you're going to do your inking. So we're going to call this the dirty side of the station. And on the right side, you're going to do your printing. So this will be the clean side. You want to put your paper on the clean side because you don't want ink to get on it until you're ready to roll the ink. On the clean side, let's take one of our cover sheets and turn it white side up so we know that's the clean side. And we're going to go ahead and put our paper right there on the clean side. Your partner you're going to have 2 partners, so one person will be doing all their printing and getting done while the other person waits and kind of supervises and helps. So the second partner should probably take their clean paper and put it under the table on a stool and out of the way until they are ready to print. When you are printing, you're always going to be standing up, so the stools will be pushed underneath the table. So we have our clean side with our paper. Now we need our dirty side. You're going to take the cover sheet with the picture side up to show it's your dirty side. Put your metal plate down on top of that. And you're going to have your roller ready near your metal plate. And then you're going to have your foam with the side up that you're going to be printing. So your name is on the back, face down. And you're going to put that next to your plate. Notice how the inking plate is on the left side and the foam is on the right side. This is going to give me enough room to be able to roll the ink onto my foam. Then I'll come around and I will give you the ink. So one more time, this station is totally set up and ready. I'm going to be looking to see that you and your partner are ready before I bring you the ink. So again, left side is dirty side. We have the metal plate on the left with the roller ready. We have the foam for the person that is printing next to it on the right. And over on the right side of the table, you have the clean side up of the cover sheet, and your paper is ready with your name on the back side. Then I'll come around to give you some ink. What I'm going to do is take the ink, it's a little bit extra stuff here, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit out, about a toothpaste amount. You want to try to be as neat as possible with printmaking. See how my finger's dirty? So it'd be a good idea if I had a paper towel to wipe that on. Right now I'm just going to wipe it over here in the corner. And we're going to take our roller and roll this ink out on the plate. So the idea is to get this ink evenly coated on the plate, but you do not need to cover the entire plate. It's not about getting it edge to edge. You can kind of stay in the middle there. And you're going to take this roller, holding the plate against the table so it doesn't slide. You want to hold it like that and roll. And it's kind of sticky. So it's a good idea to roll diagonally one way and then go diagonally the other way. and I'm just trying to get, what I'm trying to get is really an even coat of ink on this roller, and right now I can see there's no ink on this side. So I've got to get back down and roll again. Starting to get there. Okay, once I feel like I've gotten a nice even coat on my roller and it's not too thick, I'm going to go ahead and ink my, my foam here. So you can hold just a little corner with a finger so it doesn't move, and start gently and slowly rolling the ink over it. You may get a little ink on your cover sheet, but try to keep the ink on your foam, because the next person that comes, you know, they might get that ink onto their foam on the back side. So we want to try to keep it clean if we can, but that's why we have a cover sheet though, so that we don't, you know, get ink all over the table, of course. And you will have to move your finger so that you can get the rest of it. It is going to stick. Once you feel like the foam is completely covered with a nice layer of ink, so there's no like little white spots besides the lines that you're going to see there, you go ahead and put your roller down like this, and we're going to take the foam. Notice how I'm holding it on the edges like this, and I'm going to turn it over. See my name on the back. I see my X. Now that X needs to go towards the center of my paper there, okay? So I'm going to turn it so that I have that X ready to be near the center. And I am going to put it down in the lower left corner, leaving a space all the way around, because my paper is big enough to have a nice border. And I'm going to put it down. Now, one thing that I did forget before I started this video is to get some paper towel, so I'm going to grab some paper towel real quick. You really should have the paper towel beforehand, okay? So what you're going to do for the paper towel is put it down like this and take the palm of your hand and just rub across, putting some pressure, leaning into it, and putting pressure over the whole foam, so that what you're doing is pressing that ink down onto the paper. And now I am ready to lift it off. Remember, your fingers are a little bit dirty, so this is why you need to be careful, go slow, try to clean up a little bit, because I don't want to get my paper all dirty. And I'm going to take one corner and just kind of pull it up, and there's my print. Now for this project, we're going to print this same foam 3 more times for a total of 4 times. So I'll be doing another print here, here, and here on my paper, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly to show you. You're going to, same partner, it's not done yet, so they're going to just come right back here to the inking station. And they're going to apply more ink to the roller, and then they're going to roll a little bit more on, top and bottom. Put the roller back, pick it up. Now this time the X needs to be right here, because it's always in the center. So I'm turning it where it needs to be, like that. You see where the X is? I'm going to put that right down on the center and try to get my squares as close together as I can without overlapping them. And again, apply some pressure. Now at this point, this ink is wet, so you need to be very careful that you don't smudge that, okay? And then I'm going to carefully pick this one up. And you can see how my design is going to continue like that. And then it's eventually going to go all the way around and kind of make a flower design in the middle. So I need to do this 2 more times. A little more ink. Flip it over, find my X, turn it the way I need it. X towards the center, and I'm putting it down. Put my paper towel on top. Be careful of the wet ink there. Apply some pressure. pick it up. Okay, so this is a little light. That's okay. You know, printmaking is kind of like that. Sometimes you'll get some light spots. And if you need more ink, you know, when you get towards your third and fourth print right there, you just call me over and I'll give you a little more. I'm going to try to do it with what I have. And rolling it even on there. Make sure you get the corners. Turn it over. There's my X. Always try to keep your fingers on the edges like this. But you can still see how my fingers are getting very dirty, okay? This is kind of a dirty process here. And my X is toward the center again. That's always important for the design. Put it down. Try not to smudge your wet ink and apply some pressure. This might have happened because I wasn't careful enough to apply pressure evenly, so I'm going to try to do a better job this time. And pull it up. And it's still a little bit light in that corner. But that's the finished print. And when you look at the design, you can see that I have a repeated shape at the corners, and in the center it's kind of the same thing over again, so it all comes together. And that's the radial symmetry that we talked about for this project. And that's it. You're ready to print.